Oh, it's the
Yeah,
Tech
it's a
Trap
funny
Alive.
man. I like that one. Are we unmuted?
We're unmuted now, so hopefully we don't have any of this crazy feedback that we were getting on the last time, sweetie.
I don't.
You don't hear
I
anything?
don't hear anything.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
We're unmuted now, so hopefully we don't
Dang, it
have
was
any
that
of
slow?
this crazy feedback that we were getting on the last time, sweetie. There is
I know it's a little late, but
a
usually I
slight
know it's
delay.
that late.
I'm sitting here clicking through my layers, and I don't know which layer is which. Up there you go, sweetie. It's you.
Okay. Dang, it was that slow?
You gonna cut it down though?
You know what? I was too busy looking. My apologies.
One day we're gonna have a professional podcast or vlog or live show. How y'all doing today? Welcome to another uh episode of Tech Trap Alive.
Live.
How's everybody doing out there today? I was about to say another episode of Dominique Unscripted, but that was yesterday, and
It
today is
was
today,
yesterday.
and we are here at Tech Trap Alive. I'm just adjusting some things. So, how's everybody doing today in the world? Hope we're all doing pretty good today. I hope
I am
everybody.
tired.
You're tired?
Yes.
I mean, I shouldn't be tired, but I'm a little tired.
I finished all my modules.
I'm so happy you finished all your modules. We're gonna have a cool show today, I guess. We're gonna talk about, the hot topic for the week. Earlier this week, we all know Remarkable had their announcement on their release day of the new Remarkable Paper Pure. Who we have in the chat? What's that? Who's that?
Javier, thank you so much.
Javier. What's going on? What's going
Appreciate you
on?
for going to check that out. I really do. Dr. Ling was good.
Dr. Ling, how you doing tonight?
T Lockett. Hello, hello. Um, question for you, Javier. Have you started reading The Way of Kings? And if you have, how far along are you?
The Way of Kings. That's that one book that's huge, right?
Yeah, the one I'm reading now. I'm only at chapter 7.
It took you like a day or something to get through the prologue, right?
Man, listen, Linda, listen. Um, I thought I was reading chapter 1 when in all actuality, I was reading the prelude and the prologue. I hadn't even made it to chapter 1. Okay?
Mm.
And I was still confused, but I think it started to get better. I think I actually know who the main characters are now. The two main characters, male and female. So here's looking up. I think some shadiness is going to happen here, so I have hope.
I'm glad you have hopes.
They're not DNF it yet. Hopefully I won't.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Remarkable Paper Pure. What is that?
I'm trying to make something not fall.
Oh, I thought something must fall.
No.
So yeah, we're talking about the hot topic of the week. I don't know how hot the topic is though. But yeah, we're definitely going to talk about the remarkable paper pure. And I want to get some of you guys' reactions about it. I want to know, you remarkable users out there, how y'all feel about it. And if you guys are not remarkable users, is this something that would get you to try out the platform? Um, you guys know I am late to the party when it comes to being a fan and user of Remarkable. I think I got turned on to the Remarkable what with the move, sweetie. Yeah, got the Remarkable Paper Pro move and loved it. And then I ended up getting the Remarkable 2 and I use it every day. It's part of my, I guess you could say it's part of my daily carry. It's definitely part of my daily rotation of tablets I use. If it's a work day, I'm using the 10.3 more because I use the 10.3 more at work. But like now I'm not at work today and it's not a work day. So I'm like 50-50 depending on what I'm doing. I've been using the Remarkable 2 for like the last week and a half, pretty heavy, a little bit more than the 10.3. So I'm excited and I'm not excited. Like I'm in the middle. I'm like, man, you know how like you were excited about the Scribe, sweetie?
Yes.
I don't know if I was that excited about the Pure.
You, yeah, no, because you talked about it, but you didn't just talk about it.
About the Pure?
Yeah.
Because for so long, I think we were speculating what size it was going to be. If it was going to be, the size of the Paper Pro, if it was going to be the size of maybe that 7 to 8 inch size, like maybe 8.2. We were looking at the price point. So I kind of knew it wasn't going to be color. Really wasn't expecting it to have a front light at that price point. So it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple of lives. I know Kid has done 2 live, and honestly, it hasn't been as much coverage as I thought it would be. We got a video from Voya on release day. Um, we got a video from Brandon Boswell on release day too, and both of those are some good videos. You should check them out if you want to know more about it. Morning Coach did a video because Morning Coach usually has the Remarkable on release day. He didn't have it, but he did a video talking about his planning system, which was pretty cool. I checked that out. And of course, Kid did his video. Kid had a series of videos, and they're pretty cool. You should go check them out. He did 2 lives. He did a live today where he compared the Paper Pure to kind of like the 10.3, a little bit of the iFly Tech. He compared it a little bit to the Manta as well. But this thing is it's a cheaper Remarkable, sweetie. Yeah, it's starting out at $399. So it's starting out at $399 with the regular marker, not the Pro marker, and of course without a folio. So it starts at $399 with that combo, and I think for, let's see, if I want to build it out right quick, Remarkable Paper Pure from $399. Let's buy now. I'm not gonna buy right now. But if I wanted to go ahead and put my pre-order in and buy it, and I want to configure it out, so I can get it with the I can get the Remarkable Paper Pure bundle. They're telling me it's the best value as well, sweetie. That's gonna be $449? Yeah, that's $449. So that's gonna give me the Pro marker and then my choice of 3 folio sleeves, and it's a different folio too. It's like a sleeve. It's not like a folio. I kind of like that too. I don't know. I kind of like that.
It's different.
One is like a mint green. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a mist green.
Mm.
And then we're going to get this. What is this? Desert pink. And then we have ocean blue.
Dr. Lee said $477 bundle after taxes.
After
He asked how many people had one in the chat.
I don't know. So the reason why this is a problem for me. The reason why I didn't pre-order it on release day was because I want it now. So, if I pre-order it, I want it now. And if I pre-order it, I have to wait 4 to 8 weeks. And me waiting 4 to 8 weeks, that's gonna be like the longest 4 to 8 weeks of my life because I'm waiting on it because I know it's supposed to be on the way. I'm gonna be checking shipping every day.
You are.
So I said I'm gonna opt out until it's available on Amazon or in Best Buy, and it get here in a couple of days. Dr. Lean, did you order yours already? I'm pretty sure you have. I'm pretty sure as soon as you got that email from Remarkable, like we all did, you hit that link and you just.
He said I pre-ordered at like 7:55.
I knew it.
Sharon says she's waiting for Amazon. We got a couple of things in the chat.
Tell us what we got, sweetie.
Okay. Christina's here.
Hey, Christina, how you doing?
Dr. Lee said, I'm excited but left with a slightly bad taste in my mouth that they came just short of a really deserving upgrade.
We're going to get to that.
T. Locker says, I'm a remarkable long-term user. I was an RM2 pre-order customer. I sold my Manta today to buy the Pure tomorrow, mostly because my RM2 ran out of storage and I can't update it anymore. Hey, Sharon. Dr. Ling, it came with either, if it came with either the front light or 300 PPI, people wouldn't be as let down. Sharon agrees.
I agree.
Okay. Sharon's waiting on Amazon. Javier says, I don't think it's worth buying if you already own the original. The upgrades are minimal in his opinion.
They are. That's what I'm struggling with. The fact that I have the RM2. The fact that I have the Remarkable 2 and I use this thing every day, and I know it's Carter 1000, and you know it's 226 PPI. The Paper Pure is Carter 1300, but it's still 226 PPI. And I saw the comparisons between the screens of, you know, like the other Carter 1300s and then even the Carter 1200 with the Gen 2, not Lumi, but the Gen 2 10.3. And yes, when I put my Remarkable 2 next to the Gen 2 10.3 or even the Gen 1, or when I put it next to the Manta that's Carter 1300, or now this Note Max that's Carter 1300, I definitely can see a difference in things like contrast. Kind of like the pixels that I hear a lot of people talking about in their handwriting. I don't see it, but you know, I wear spectacles, so you know, and I'm not eyeballing. Like if my handwriting is fine, it's fine. I'm not checking for like spectacles. I mean, pixels or whatever. And I mean, I don't use it as a reader. So when I read PDFs and things like that that are text, and when I'm using the type folio to text, like it all looks fine to me. The RM2 next to a lot of this stuff still looks good to me. Yes, you can tell the difference. Now, it's Carter 1300, but it's 226 PPI still. I saw Kit put this thing next to the Manta. I saw him put it next to the other Carter 1300 iFly Tech. I seen him put it to the Carter 1200 10.3. You can see the difference in contrast from the 1300 to the 1200, and it's slightly darker with the blacks. Outside of that, I think it performed like just as good as the ones that are 300 PPI. And now I have questions because this sent me down a rabbit hole of e-ink screen tech a couple of nights ago. And I'm still confused from when I started. I feel like I know more about the screen tech now, but I'm still a little confused though. What we got in chat? It looked like a big paragraph.
So Dr. Ling says some subtle but noteworthy upgrades. One, the pen wakes up the device.
It does.
Two, what is this word?
Anti-alias?
Yes.
Anti-aliasing? Yeah, so it should be better with ghosting. But the other piece with Carter 1300 I've noticed, and I've learned through my research, is the Carter 1300 should be better at ghosting with its anti-alias. But because it's faster and it's moving faster, and these waveform things that are a big, from my understanding, from what I've been reading, are a big proponent of how the screen performs. The apps that are how it's being used, like the apps, they have to be optimized to be able to keep up with the newer tech, the 1300. And that's where you get a lot of ghosting with the Carter 1300s because some of these apps aren't optimized for them.
Mhm.
And I think that's why, like, this Note Max has way more ghosting than the Gen 2 10.3. Same thing with the Manta. The Manta has more ghosting than the Gen 2 10.3. Like, even Kit kind of brought that up today in his live when I asked him about it. And like, what's the trade off? Like, do I want this 5% bump in contrast that I'm getting with the 1300 over the 1200? Like, is that a big matter? Does that matter enough? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. He also says it's bigger battery. For personally, a fan of the bezel design over RM2.
Mm.
T
Yeah.
Yaga says, although I agree, I keep saying this device was not designed to be an upgraded RM2 per se.
Yep.
Remarkable always follow Apple. They were clear this is an entry tablet to get more folks in the ecosystem, like Apple
Yeah.
did with the Neo.
It is. It's like the MacBook Neo of Remarkables, which I don't think it's a straight up replacement for the RM2. I just think it's a refreshed black and white non front lit tablet for Remarkable, and like people are saying, it's an entryway into the ecosystem because it's cheap. It's $399. It's $449 with your marker and your folio, with the Pro marker and a folio. And when you look at other tablets that had a Carter 1300, what Supernote is what the tablet itself is 505. We didn't even add a heart of metal or a push pin. We didn't even add the half folio. By the time you add that that piece out the gate, because if you're new to e-ink and you don't have a EMR, you're gonna have to source one. And I'm getting a tablet with Feel Right too. It's being advertised as the best writing feel, which I do believe it is. But I think you need that ceramic nib to truly utilize it. And what I think the push pin may be $50, so you should at least buy that. And I mean, if I don't want to buy it, I want to save money, so I don't buy the folio, I don't buy the pen. But then I go on Amazon. I mean, what the closest I'm going to get is I'm still going to spend $30 for a good EMR. So you might as well get one. So it's definitely a good budget piece because it's coming in slightly cheaper than the 10.3 and the Pen Star, which those two were the cheaper tablets that gave you good functionality. And I think a $399 10.3-inch tablet from Remarkable. You're getting all of Remarkable software. Their custom Linux based software. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the design. And so, and this is my question. My question is this. One of the questions I had about comparing something like the 10.3 to the Manta was a response to that was you shouldn't compare them. They're not apples to apples. And one of the big takeaways that I got from the conversation with that creator was hardware and screen. Newest screen tech, Carter 1300, 300 PPI. You can't compare it to the Carter 1200. It's out of its class. I said, okay. And then we talked about the build. It was plastic and durable and it was modular. And the reasoning for the explanation for the price point of that tablet being 505 out of the gate was the modularity, the build, and the screen. We're looking at a tablet that's been brought to market that you can get a complete package under 450 or under 400, depending on what you want accessory wise, that is giving you Carter 1300, the newest screen, is giving you a plastic durable design. And I don't know if we can call it modularity, but it's giving you repairability because it's a plastic design, a plastic construction, and you can remove the back now. I don't know what that means for users. I don't know how repairable it is for users, but like we're moving into this whole repairability thing that if we're saying it's added value for over here, then we gotta say it's added value for over here as well. So now I got two tablets, newest screen tech, plastic design, premium plastic designs, and they're both repairable or modular, however you want to say it. But one is still like $200 cheaper. So can you still say that that tablet should be that high because of the new screen tech when I now have an example of a tablet that has the same new screen tech at a lower price point, a lower entry point? I know one's 10.3 and one's 10.7. I don't know how much that something of inches really matters when it comes to price? I don't know. And that's what I was looking into. When I was trying to figure out, that's what I was really looking into when I took this deep dive about the screens. Like I heard somebody say books had a typo because they said it was Carter 1200 HD, then it was Carter 1200, and then I found out that there isn't truly a screen called Carter 1200 HD or 1000 HD or 1300 HD. Apparently, and I could be wrong. I'm going by my research. The HD is what the companies attach to their marketing just to say it's the highest resolution and PPI that they can offer.
Mhm.
So when you get the screen from the E Ink Corp, it's not like a difference between 1200 and 1200 HD. Like there is no 1200 HD. It's just 1200 or 1300. And then it's either Mobius or glass. I was like, oh, okay. What we got in chat, sweetie?
See. Did I say like it says, I don't care what people are saying. There's another device coming that truly will be an upgrade. Dr. Lane says, watching kids' videos, the Pure looks brighter than the Go Gen 2 non Lumi.
It does.
Fifth upgrade, decrease pen to ink distance. Lockett says, we are missing the middle size Pro Color device. Then Javier comes in. Before purchasing it, you might want to try requesting a review sample from Remarkable. He literally says it in the opening of the video, make Remarkable accessible to all. Then Sharon comes in. Kit's scorecard is one Manta, two are remove Remarkable Pure, and then three 10.3 Lumi.
Kit's scorecard is always going to have the Manta number one, which is nothing wrong with that. And see, I like Kit, so I don't have an issue with Kit's scorecard. I know the Manta's always going to be number one because that's his device, but it's cool how he actually compares these devices and ranks and rates these devices. Because when you watch his lives and you watch his content, you can tell he just is excited about eating. Period. There's no like slandering another product, or he might not personally like it, but I don't think he gives it bad marks just to push Supernote. Some creators do that. Some creators will, instead of them reviewing the tablet that's in front of them, they're going to tell you how better Supernote is than his tablet that's in front of them. Kit doesn't do that. Kit, I think Kit is just excited about the paper pure as he is when Supernote releases something. So I'm cool with that. I knew Supernote was going to be number one.
See, like it says, they have a picture with it opened up, and they had an inactive link to a battery or something they took. They made it inactive. That's when he says, anyone want to place bets for RM's next device, assuming they don't go bankrupt? Why would they go bankrupt?
They just laid off like 200 people.
Ooh.
Yeah. They just laid off 200 people. I don't know. And you would think that they wouldn't be in the position they are with, because like when I'm out and about and I see people with e-ink tablets, like it's remarkable and it's described. I don't see too many books tablets out. I don't see too many Supernote tablets out. I don't see iFly Tech. Um, people at my job, remarkable. I know a couple of people who have Supernote, and even those people sold their Mantas or other tablets to go back to Remarkable. Um, Before I got into e-ink, and I even knew what an e-ink tablet was, I knew what a Remarkable tablet was. I had colleagues that were using Remarkable One, and I just didn't even think to go explore it because of the writing experience I had on the iPad. I was like, I'm not writing on glass, so I didn't even go see what it was. But I knew what it was, and it was remarkable. But I didn't look into it. So I think they're gonna be okay. I think that this paper pure might be a way for them to tap into a larger audience when it comes to just a note focused tablet.
Hey Pete, welcome in. Pete asked, so do they So did they do any kind of software changes? That's what I haven't seen yet. And I'm wondering if there were any added features. Sharon, hold on. Wait for you. Wait, hold on for a
Okay.
moment. Sharon says Kid is straight up. Dr. Lee says Kid is a little too positive for my own personal taste. But that's why we have Rod to balance out the negativity. And Sharon asks, how is Rod missing all of the excitement? Is he okay?
Raw says he's okay, man. Raw's busy building nibs. Pause. So, I know he's doing okay. He says he's okay. I check in on him once a week, and my crystal nib orders still come. So Rod is doing Rod. Hey, sometimes you got to step away. I was actually at the point a couple of weeks ago where I was ready to just step away for like a month or two, not because I don't like doing the content, but because I have so many other projects that I need to be working on that I am. I'm not gonna say I'm not working on them, but I'm not moving as fast as I need to be. Um, like right now, I have
Really?
what
Oh.
what.
Dr. Lee said Rod is intentionally off socials. He's meeting up with him in Philly next week.
Yep, nope, he is.
That's what's up.
That is what's up. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to step away, and sometimes you have to step away and reset. Like I was almost there. I'm kind of still there.
You almost still
I'm
is
kind of still
there.
there because there's some things I need to do. Like I need to. I've been trying to finish my review on this tablet for the last week. Um, I'm gonna work on it tonight. And there's one more tablet that I truly want to review. And if I can get that one in the next couple of weeks, I will do that one. I'm still gonna do probably the live shows twice a week, but I might kind of step away from just straight up reviews until I get these two projects knocked out to a point where I can move to the next phase of them. Now I did step away from how can I phrase this? I've stepped away from I've partially stepped away from a social platform just to kind of clear my mind. I think um I think the interaction was kind of negatively affecting me, and there just was it was just one interaction that I saw that kind of seemed like, okay, I think I'm gonna pump my brakes because my next words are probably gonna be out of line.
That's no good.
So I can see that. Sometimes you need a reset. Sometimes you need a reset. Step away from some places that aren't providing positive energy for you. So, and it's refreshing, and that's what I did. So, and I'm excited about it too. I feel better about it. And if I lose that support from that person, hey, that's cool. I have all you guys. I have 1,500 more people that support me. So I'm excited about it.
And you do. Yes, you
Um, and I'm still gonna support that person because that's who I am. Yeah, so it's not a lot of big improvements with the tablet, but I'm still excited to get it. So I want to get it. I'm excited to get it because I like the writing experience so much with the RM2. I know the Pure will be a good experience. And Dr. Ling, I think I'm positive like Kid is too. Like I've been told that. I've been told that I've been too optimistic about these tablets. I just like eating though.
maybe it's the way you bring your positivity because you're very non-biased for the you're like a non-biased. You give the facts of what it is. You might say what you like, but you're not down in any of the other tablets or anything like that. You're just giving the straight facts on
I
what it is.
I think the closest I come to maybe I don't even think I'm trashing it. It's Supernote. And it's not because I don't like the tablet. I just think since I've really been into e-ink, it's almost like they shove Supernote down your throat sometimes. And it's a good tablet, but it's not. I. It's a good tablet, and I like it. But I reach for other stuff before I grab that. Like I will. I use the 10.3 and the Remarkable 2 or the Remarkable Paper Pro Move. Those are my daily tablets I touch every day. If I don't touch another tablet, I'm touching one of those three or all three every day. Um, I got this Note Max now. This thing is massive, by the way.
Very,
This thing is
very,
huge.
very.
This thing is massive. But I'm excited about it because I'm going to use it on set. I'm going to use it on set and I'm going to use it for a lot of my creative writing. This thing is massive. Look at this thing. This is the iPad. This is the 11-inch iPad.
Now, look,
Jeez.
don't be just tossing that on them now.
This thing is massive. But I've been enjoying the first time I actually had it, I wasn't a fan of it. It was too large. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple of days I've been using it and it's grown on me. Like I said, the ghosting is crazy though. The ghosting is crazy. But it's grown on me. So I've been enjoying using the Note Max. Been doing some journaling with it, and then I've been starting to write my script with it. So I'm excited about that. What we got in the chat, sweetie?
Dr. Lynn says, as for my prediction of the next RM tablet, I'm gonna guess a Note Max style. Oh, it's back. A Note Max style, um, with a front light.
Do you think Remarkable needs to get into something that large? Because I mean, the Paper Pro is already like 12 inches or a little bit bigger, right? So would they need something that hits that 13-inch mark? I don't know. I would I would like to see, and I don't know if this makes sense because I know the Paper Pros had the whole yellowing thing going on with them, and I haven't touched the Paper Pro yet. I mean I've used them. I just haven't bought one. I've been dragging my feet about buying it, but I would like to see a refreshed Remarkable Paper Pro that solves the screen yellowing because I think it was like a screen lotto. Some of the screens were yellow, some of them weren't. To me, the Remarkable Paper Pro Move doesn't have that yellowing thing going on. So if they can do whatever they did to the Paper Pro with the Move, that'd be cool. I've heard the new Paper Pros, like if you go buy Remarkable Paper Pro now, that the screen has been kind of fixed. I don't know. Does anybody have a newer Paper Pro that they bought? You know, I don't know.
Sharon wants to know, is it true that Bluetooth keyboards do not work on the Pure? And she also says that tablets are very personal.
I don't know, Sharon. See, that's a mental question because they don't work on the Move, but you can mod it. I would hope that a Bluetooth keyboard can work natively with the Pure without me having to mod it. And we're gonna get into that too. What do you say?
Dr. Lee's funny.
What Dr. Lean say?
Yeah, Sharon, Christina says, "Hey, Christina, there's a difference between a straight up opinion and just bashing something, and most sane folks know that." Javier says, "I love my Notemat specifically for reading manga, and books." And Dr. Lee say, "I think I won screen lottery after two exchanges."
That's funny, man. That's funny. No, you're probably right. I agree. I agree. You can have. I'm cool with someone's opinion being different from mine, and that was one of the reasons why I pushed away from the conversations that I was having in that one section of that social media out situation, because I'm cool with having a disagreement. I'm cool with us not being on the same side of a topic or an opinion, but a you got to respect my opinion if you want me to respect yours. That's one thing. But then B, like we should be able to find some common ground between the opposing sides, especially if we're talking about e-ink, you know? And we're not get well, I'm not getting paid by any company. I don't know what the other person's situation is. But yeah, like look, I talk to Dave a lot. Me and Dave don't agree on all the things, although we mostly agree. But we don't agree on everything. But we can like come to a common ground. Like, he might not like something, I might love it, but we can see both sides. I can see why you don't like it. This tablet. I don't think me and Dave feel the same way about it. He doesn't hate it. I'm not in love with it. But there are things about this tablet I like that Dave might think is a little clunky. And I can see it is a little clunky, but I think I like it because I have the ability to do it. I can't do it on other tablets. So I'm cool with the clunkiness. But we can come to a common ground on the conversation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's my thing. But neither here nor there.
So Dr. Lane says, I think I've seen speculation on Bluetooth on Pure. And Lockett says, mine did that and I returned it close to my year mark. And my replacement is excellent. Then Dr. Lee says, this course makes life interesting.
It does. It does. Especially if we respect each other's opinions. I also think if you are a disrespectful person of people's opinions, then I'm cool to disrespect your opinion.
Mm.
I think I can do that. Now I will do that. If you're disrespectful with me, like if you don't respect my opinion, then I'm going to be petty. But yeah,
Oh boy.
I'm excited about this remarkable paper pure, sweetie. I went to Best Buy the other day on release day. I don't know why I did this, thinking it really was going to be like a review unit in there. Cause you go on to Best Buy, they got the Paper Pro, they got the Move, they got the RM2, they got the Kindle Scribe, and none of the pens ever work because people are rough on things. But I always take my own EMR or Pro pen so I can play on it, right? Cool. So I was ready, and I knew it wasn't gonna be one in there, but I was like, you know what? Let me see. Hopefully that there is one in there, and there was not a Paper Pure in there. So I might try to drop back in 2 weeks. Even though Mitchell told me that there won't be any demo units inside the stores yet, probably until they ship. But I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna check every 2 weeks, and then the moment I can get it within a day, I'm buying it.
Oh, geez.
What color sleeve you want? Should I get the mist green or should I get the desert pink, sweetie?
Um, um, oh, jeez. Green.
Hmm.
You want to be pink? Get
No,
whatever
but
you like.
I do want to find someone who is a remarkable Paper Pro owner, and they want to get rid of it because they want a Manta.
Why?
So I don't have to pay for the remarkable Paper Pro.
Oh, okay.
What we got in comments?
Um, Christina agrees with you. She said, "Ha, damn Skippy." And then Sharon says she's so excited. Warrior got Dr. Lee.
Ah,
Warrior got
that's funny. I'm not allowed to speak on Voya, even though I like Voya. But that's really what originally got me in trouble because me and him. Long story. I don't want to bring it back up. I've escaped the hive. I don't want to get back in trouble with the hive.
pink folio.
So I know Dr. Lean was disappointed about the PPI in the front light, and I even said this. I said I don't want another 10-inch or larger tablet without a front light because of the Lumi. I think I will make an exception for this paper pure though. This paper pure. I think I will.
Dr. Lee says he'll fight the hive with you.
Thank you, Dr. Lean, but we're non-violent these days. We can't be doing these shenanigans. You're a doctor, by the way. You know, you have to. We're okay. We're okay. Now I gotta email Rod and pull up on him in Philly. I'll fly for free. Oh man, I can't fly for another 3 weeks though, sweetie.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't fly for another 3 weeks. I had foot surgery. Hold on, let me see. I don't know if I'm as limber as I used to be. Pause.
Let me get my camera out. See this side. I agree about the disrespect. This is from Lockett. The way after the leak, huh? The way after the leak, the remarkable Reddit group got spammed with negativity. Phew, they wore that Reddit group out. And Sharon says, I'm making an exception on the light as well.
Yeah, because I like the writing experience of Remarkable so much, I can make an exception on the light. And it's the other thing. Like, it doesn't have. Look, some of this, some of the stuff is just. I don't want to say nitpicking, because people, if you spend money, you want what you want.
Very true.
I also think, man, like, man, forget what these reviewers got to say. If you like the tablet, if it offers the things that you need, if it is in the price point or your budget, if it's something that you like using, man, buy these tablets because there's so many tablets on the market. Like, it's such an exciting time to either be an e-ink enthusiast. If you're someone who wants to get into e-ink, it's so many great choices out there. I don't think that there is like a true bad choice when you look at the majority of the tablets that are out, from Supernote to Books to Remarkable, iFlyTech, VWoods, Penstar. You got the Kindle Scribe. This Huion thing. It looks interesting. I haven't touched it. It looks interesting. Big Me looks like they're doing some things. Like, find the tablet that fits your needs, has the tool set you want, has the UI you want, is in the budget that you want, and buy the thing and enjoy using it. And some of these reviewers who have these agendas where they want you to buy books because it's the best thing or Supernote, man, look, they just want you to click on their associate link. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy using e ink.
Yes,
Like,
you do.
it
Yes,
e
you do.
me using e-ink kind of helped me get out of a funk at a time in my life where I was depressed and I started writing again. It gives me that focused writing experience, whether I'm doing my creative stuff or I'm working on a task or project for like my 9 to 5. And I just doodle on it sometimes to get my creative juices flowing, because that's how my creativity and things activate when I'm brainstorming. I'm just sitting here and I might just be writing a couple of opening sentences, and then next thing I know, I've wrote 2 chapters of my book. I just start writing some character development about a character. Next thing you know, I've written half a script for a short series, and I can organize all that stuff, with my organizational system, and I can save it for later and never touch it, or it could be that $1 billion idea. But I like using it, and you have to enjoy the tech you're using. Like, I enjoy using the Remarkable too. I can't wait to get this Remarkable Peer. Sweetie, you want one?
Do I want what, Aaron?
Or Remarkable Paper Pro Peer? Remarkable Paper Peer.
Look, it's first of all, it's too many names, too many words in these things, okay? That's one. Two, I don't know that I'm going to use it the way that you would like. I think I annoy you when you don't when you be so excited about the tablets and I'm just like, "Oh, okay. I'll give it a whirl." Because I y'all know me. I've been coming here for a while now. Y'all know me. Um I'm simple with my use of tablets. I don't need a lot. Mainly, I need it to have Kindle. I need it to turn my pages quickly. That's what I need. And I need a space to write. Um, it needs to have a front light. Back, I don't know the lights. It needs to have some light because I read in the dark all the time. So I need light. So front, back, I don't know the difference, honestly. So there's that. So I don't know if the Pure is great for me because I don't know. I don't know, babe. I don't know. Do you? The question is, do you want it? That's that, and I think you try to justify getting these things by saying, "Hey, sweetie, you want this? We can get this for you."
I do want it. So Mitchell has entered the chat. Mitchell
Hey,
says that,
Mitchell.
hey, Mitchell. Mitchell says that the Pure has Bluetooth hardware. Look, Mitchell needs to work for Remarkable. They need to make him the president of operations or something like that. Like an important title where he can just make things happen. So I'm excited that he says it will work with Bluetooth. Oh, because he said he was ordering a Bluetooth keyboard as well. So he says the Pure has Bluetooth hardware. That's good to know.
I actually don't mind the Purist label. I kind of vibe and identify with it. Mm.
You know, I was sitting writing the other day, and I realized something. Um, I am almost at the point where I'm, for my personal use,
Mm-hmm.
I might just only use Remarkable, Dominique. I'm almost at that point. I am
I can see that.
I am almost at the point where, because when I look at what the most used tablets, I use the Remarkable 2 every day. I use the Move every day. Matter of fact, I don't leave the house without the Move. Um,
True.
I don't have Remarkable Paper Pro, but if I had the Paper Pro, it would probably never leave my bag because it kills two birds in one stone. Because I don't use that much color,
Mm-hmm.
but I have the color when I need it. Because honestly, I use the color for editing my writing. I do the majority of my creative writing on Remarkable anyway, so it's already there on that platform. Like, everybody knows I use the Remarkable app in tandem with my books tablets. So when I want to do some editing in color, I'll grab the Note Air 4C. I don't even know what a tablet is right now. I haven't touched the tablet in weeks. Um, I haven't touched the AI Paper Mini since I got the move. I'm using the AI Note Air 2 because I'm doing a review. I actually kind of like this tablet. I think this is gonna turn into the staple tablet for work when it comes to just meetings because I like the AI and what I can do with it. Like that might really just be my work tablet. And outside of me just enjoying using the 10.3 and like the one thing that it does for me at work that no other tablet can do, like I'm almost ready to just say, you know what? I'm just gonna exclusively use Remarkable.
So, would you consider selling the other tablets that you have, or no?
If that
Is that too
happens,
much?
if that happens, I will sell everything but the Gen 2 10.3. If that happens, it honestly, if I said I'm gonna move to Remarkable exclusively, every tablet can go that's not Remarkable, that is not the Gen 2 10.3 and the Note Max.
Mm-hmm.
Every other tablet can go. Manta can go first. And it's not because it's a bad tablet. I don't use it. I just, it's something about the tablet.
Were you kind of trying to force yourself to use
I
that
was.
to try to daily drive and get a
I was forcing myself to daily drive it so I can do an honest review.
yeah.
And that's why you guys have not seen an honest review. Because I picked that thing up and I use it for like 10 minutes and then I
Mm.
pick up the Remarkable 2. Or I pick up the 10.3. Um, it's why the Nomad is no longer in this house. Because I wasn't using it. I like the Crystal Nomad, and it's not like it's a bad tablet. I like the software, but the Nomad didn't have a front light, so something in that 7 to 8 inch size category, I need a front light on that. I have to have a front light on it because of just how I use it at work. Um, I just no, no.
Oh, okay.
What they saying in chat? What we got in
Got
chat?
a thing over here. See, Mitchell has ordered a keyboard, I believe. Move and Pro work with my Bluetooth keyboard. I think it'll work fine on the Pure. Sharon wants a recommendation. Dr. Lean, Sharon, if I could drop money on a keyboard because I didn't just drop money on the Pure, I get one of those typewriter style keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitchell says just ordered a Keychron K8. Sharon says, okay, old school. I see lots of preference. What is PF? Them on Amazon. Was that preference? I don't know. Uh, Mitchell says it was like $40, hard to beat. Christina comes in. Only thing about the typewriter keyboards, they totally miss the ding sound when cranking the lever as the enter key.
Those typewriter keyboards look cool, but I don't want to spend $200 on one.
Okay. What is it? Sharon says I tagged it on Amazon. Thanks, Mitchell. Mitchell says I think you like the pure Aaron. You know the truth about us.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, Mitchell. I can't pre-order it. Like I want to pre. It's look. I've been having this open on my iPad for since release day, and I want to go ahead and just configure it and pre-order it right now. But I'm gonna be waiting. It's gonna be the longest 8 weeks of my life, and I'm not working for like the next 3 weeks, so I have nothing to do but sit at home and wonder when it's gonna ship. I'll just wait it out until it's available on Amazon or Best Buy. That way, I know it's gonna come within 2 days. Remarkable, if you're listening, you can send me one for review. I'll read your script. You don't have to pay me. Um,
But we're not against it. I said that, not him.
Sweetie said she's not against payola. I'm secretly not either.
I'm an actress.
She's an actress. Yeah, Sweetie will if it's payola, Sweetie will act out the lines, okay? And then I'll do the review. So she'll say what you want. I'll do the review, and I'll have a paper pure. That's the other thing, man. This EMR versus active. Look. What is that?
This just in Aaron's ball. So we
Oh,
expect that
man.
there won't be nearly as much screen variations with the pure since it's black and white. I'm guessing that's BW.
Yeah, black and white.
Okay.
I'm
learning the lingo here.
The what I was gonna say, yeah, this active versus EMR Kit was like, I can't tell. I've really been trying to look. I can't tell. Like my handwriting looks the same on all of this stuff, but I write messy like a 5-year-old. But Kit was like, "Oh, look, the F," and I'm looking at these Fs, and I'm like, "Homie, I don't." What are you looking at? And I'm not doubting him because it's his handwriting, so you're gonna know what your handwriting looks like. But I'm like, homie, all of this stuff looks the same to me.
Yeah, Carter 1300 is proven tech, unlike Gallery.
So Mitchell, I was trying to figure out this whole screen tech stuff, man, and I went down this rabbit hole. I know Jay knows a lot about this screen tech stuff. It just gets confusing because one thing I wanted to know was just the price point. Carter 1200 versus Carter 1300. How much are, and also I wanted to know like how much are these companies saving by moving from EMR to active? And there are NDAs involved where they can't post prices for panels or anything like that. When you look at, and it's the weirdest website because my research took me to, it wasn't Alibaba or whatever it's called. It was something else where you can straight up buy generic e-ink tablets in bulk. So like if you want to throw your own stamp on it, maybe program it with your own software. It comes with like a preloaded software or UI, and then I guess you can customize it from there. But like Carter 1300 was like 278 per screen, but you had to buy it in bulk of 100. But that's not coming from e-ink though. That's coming from like a totally different retailer, right? And what I realized just from like what I found out from a lot of my research is that like the Carter 1200 is what 15% faster or clarity or one of those things. It's like I think it's like the contrast is 15% better than Carter 1000, and then Carter 1300 is 20% better, and then like the screen performance is faster. Whatever the performance is from the 1000 to the 1200 is significant, and then from the 1200 to 1300 isn't as big of a jump, but it's best in class, which is cool. But then it's like, you see the PPI. I thought PPI on the 1300 was standard at 300, and it's not. Like, it's just up to 300. So both screen techs are up to 300. And like I said, the anti-aliasing should be better on the 1300, but it's up to the app if it's optimized for the 1300. So how do companies even do that? Like maybe that's why Books' software is iffy from time to time because they're trying to give out or roll out software that is optimized for both a 1200 and a 1300 screen. So is that why your Gen 2 or Gen 1 10.3 or Note at 4C or all of their tablets that have the card of 1200 handles ghosting better than the 1300s? Is that why even when you look at Supernote and some of the other 1300s that the 1200s handle ghosting better? And how do we even know how much money they're saving? And the other piece is I think they're buying these screens like the Carter 1300 is the iteration of the screen, so I can buy it from there, and then the company can customize like the waveforms and whatever other things that they customize for that panel. That's why some of the panels are extremely bright or white, like your iFly Tech. Then your AI paper is whiter than you get from what I saw. It looks like the paper pure is just as white as those two, but then you get to the Manta and it's darker, it's gray. I think the Note Max is brighter than the Manta because I had them side by side earlier today. So I don't know. I, I'm still confused. I don't know any more than I did when I first started.
See.
What we got in the chat?
Let's see. Mitchell says these panels are legit in the 80 to 100 range, which is huge compared to the device price. Apple's biggest iPhone OLED panels are like 115 on a 1300 device.
Right.
Mitchell, oh, Dr. Lee asked Mitchell, I'm going to guess the Pure has a glass screen,
I think it does.
not Mobius. Mitchell says iPhone margins are like 70%, RMs are 30%, and a single source for their most critical component, tough business. RM says the screen is Gorilla Glass. What the heck is Gorilla Glass?
Oh, it's Gorilla Glass. So it's glass, but it's stronger. It's like it's more durable.
Oh, like the glue. Okay.
Yeah, like the glue.
Okay.
It might not be like the glue, but the same concept. Yeah.
I get you. And Dr. Lee says scratches at a level 6 with deeper grooves at a level 7.
Mitchell, am I safe to be using the crystal ceramic nib on my Remarkable 2? I don't know. I've been doing it. I don't see any scratches.
Sure, ask after the fact. Cause,
I mean, this is me you're talking to. So
yeah, you don't like following directions.
I never have like following directions. What is this? Someone put Onyx Books. I don't know what that is.
RM2 has a plastic film.
Yes, I'm safe. I thought I was safe because Brandon Boswell talked about using titanium nibs back in the day on his RM2. So I was like, if the titanium nib works fine, then this ceramic crystal nib probably should work good. So, yeah. What we got, sweetie?
Just that Mitchell and Dr. Lee says that the RM has the plastic film. The RM2 has the plastic film.
I am excited about that. So I think we've had a cool conversation tonight. I'm not gonna hold you guys too long. What we got? Plus, you'll be throwing it out. I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm not gonna throw it out, Mitchell, because if I get the paper pure and I start using it, and if I'm not, I don't see me not being excited about it because this thing looks amazing. I'm not gonna get rid of the Remarkable 2 because it has the type folio, and I like typing on the type folio. It's pretty cool. It's fine. I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna keep it. Yep. Thank you guys for checking me out on a Thursday night. I know I was supposed to go live last night, but Sweetie went live on Dominique Unscripted. She did like her fragrance haul.
I did. Javier checked it out.
Javier checked it out?
He did. He watched the the replay.
The replay?
Yeah. So that was cool and awesome. I appreciate that.
Also, look, there are a couple of USI 2.0 styli that work great with some of these other tablets. We got to stop saying that the selection isn't that good. You know what? Maybe it's not that good. Maybe I'm just overly optimistic. My bad. What we got?
Dr. Ling says, "Oh, Christine says good night, everybody." Dr. Ling, I'm pretty set on my Pro Move Pure combo. Is that the stack? Is that what
That's
the
the
stack
stack.
is? Okay, all right.
The Pro Move and Pure combo. That's the stack, huh?
That's
See, right now my stack is the 10.3, the Move, and the Remarkable 2. That's my stack right now. All I need is that Paper Pro, man. And then the 10.3 might just live in my bag for work. Yep, yep, yep. I don't know. Thank you guys for checking me out tonight. If you want to watch an extra long video, I compared the Gen 2 Lumi to the Supernote Manta because I was supposed to and I did it. But it was 50 minutes. I don't know why my video was that long. So I have that out. Bring some iFly Tech videos out, and then next week I'm gonna have my preferred e-ink stack and why I carry it. So we'll do that.
She Ink. Hey,
She Ink,
girlfriend.
what's going on?
She says, don't forget to drop your likes.
Thanks, She Ink.
And Javier says the FOMO is real now. I want the pure. What is the FOMO?
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Okay.
Fear of missing out. You know what? Hot take. We're gonna get an SOC to throw in that remarkable paper pure before we get one for the Supernote tablets.
SOC.
Yeah.
What's the SOC?
But thank you guys for checking us out on this Thursday. I don't. It's like the. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
And so thank you guys for checking us out on a Thursday night. We might be here. No, it's Mother's Day weekend. I think we're going to lunch.
Happy Mother's
We're going to
Day.
dinner. Yep,
Happy
so
early Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
I might hop on Sunday. For sure Monday.
I'll be at work.
Sweetie's flying. When you come back, Tuesday?
Monday.
Oh yeah, we'll be back on Monday. She doesn't do too much of work, so you know.
Don't disrespect. Don't be disrespectful.
But thank you guys for sharing your Thursday evening with me for a little while. I hope everybody has a wonderful, exciting weekend. Go out there and party like a rock star. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And be safe. Thank you guys for checking out the Tech Trapper Live.